Breaking moments ago, Egypt's disgraced former president Hosni Mubarak could be released from prison, we are now learning, as early as this week after prosecutors cleared him of his corruption case. That as Egypt continues to spiral into chaos this morning on a Monday. Hello, everybody. I'm Martha McCallum here in America's Newsroom.
And I'm Greg Jarrett in for Bill Hemmer. Well, that news coming as there is new bloodshed in Egypt with the execution-style killings of 25 policemen in the Sinai Peninsula. Concerns now mounting that the continued instability could spell disaster for the region as a whole.
The best way to solve this problem is to write a new constitution where everybody has a say and have new elections. If you had new elections, the Brotherhood would get creamed at the ballot box, but they're going to be a very formidable force on the streets. They're going to get aligned with Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is going to come uninvited into Egypt, and you're going to have a failed state. And that means gas prices go up for us, the Suez Canal gets compromised, and Egypt becomes a staging area for terrorist acts against Israel. This is an absolute disaster in the making.
Disaster in the making. Lindsey Graham called it over the weekend. Is he right? So far, an estimated 1,000 people have been killed since last Wednesday in these clashes between the supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood and the Egyptian military forces. Now, the epicenter of all of this has been Cairo, although we have seen violence in Alexandria and other places around Egypt. The military-backed government there has banned vigilante groups, and they said they will not tolerate any more violence.
Leland Vitter joins us now live from our Mideast Bureau. Leland, what's Cairo like right now?
At least so far this afternoon, Greg, it appears the Muslim Brotherhood's week of rage has somewhat fizzled. The army appears to be gaining the upper hand, not only in the street battle, but also in the battle for public opinion. Overnight, a number of more mass arrests, not only for people violating the curfew, but also of members of the Muslim Brotherhood leadership. And these roundups are really making it very, very difficult for the Muslim Brotherhood to get people out on the streets. Also, overnight, that attack where 24 police officers were killed by a militant group in the Sinai. Many of them were executed. It does not do much to help the Brotherhood's case. The sympathy right now seems to be moving towards the army, and certainly the violence on the streets that the Brotherhood has participated in. Oftentimes, Muslim Brotherhood gunmen have been the ones who have started this violence. That doesn't do much for their case right now. So while today is quiet, it's far too early to say this round of violence is over. Might be best to say that everybody has taken a breather and perhaps a chance to step back from the brink of civil war. Greg?
Can you tell us anything more, Leland, about these breaking news reports that Hosni Mubarak, former president, who's been jailed for a very long time, will now be released?
Well, those reports come only from his lawyer so far. His lawyer is saying that he's going to be released. Whether that's going to happen or not, yet to be seen. You would think the army, which has been fighting desperately for support on the street, wouldn't take such a bold move. Remember, it was 2 years ago that Hosni Mubarak was deposed in that revolutionary coup that happened by the army. This is coup version 2.0. You wouldn't think that the army is going to now go in and try and have Mubarak released as their first thing they do in the week of the Muslim Brotherhood violence. Possible, still way too early to tell. Egypt right now, you could equate a little bit to a bonfire that just needs a match to be thrown on that gas-soaked firewood. Whether the army wants to do that right now is too early to tell. Back to you.
Leland Vitter live in Jerusalem. Leland, thanks very much. Martha?